Good evening. I cannot believe it's day 6 already. So day 6 already for our 7-day home workout challenge for people who don't want those typical jumping up and down, microphone on, etc. workouts. This is about moving from A to B rather than going kind of all in on day 1. If you've got joint issues, hip issues, I'm going to show you how to adapt these and also actually go through the reasons why essentially we can't be bothered and why sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself to work out from home. Like there's a million other things I'd rather do most of the time. So we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. Hiya Julie, hiya Tanya. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes time. And it's going to be a holding workout, okay? So we're going to do little holds. And what I'm going to do while we hold in those movements is answer a few questions. Number one that I've had today about kind of working out from home, motivation, and also looking at this whole situation from a different point of view. Plus, the reason why we're doing holds is if you've got joint issues, these can be quite good because there's less room for error. Because instead of moving up and down really fast and like jumping up and down when there's a lot of room for error, when you're holding in a position like a squat, you're in one position at one time. You're not kind of jolting forward and back. You can really focus on getting that position right. And that's kind of the difference between just following along something that's just there and you're just following along trying to do it, rather than actually speaking to someone and going, you know what, this is my issue right now. I can't do that, or I can do that. That's a big, important thing to consider. And actually, we've got a physio coming on my podcast soon who's going to be speaking about rehab and whatnot, and what to do and what not to do, how much is too much, how much is not enough, when rest is best and when it isn't. Anyway, 1 minute to go till we get started. Can you just put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me okay? Forgot to say that. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me, and then a 2 if you can see me. If I lay down on the floor over here, if you can see my whole body. Okay? So 1 if you can hear me, 2 if when I lay down over there you can see my whole body, and number 3 if you think Gerard Butler is better looking than Tom Hardy. Okay? So if you can see my whole body when I come to the floor here, just put a 2 in the comments. So 2 in the comments if you can see my whole body. And then 1 if you can hear me. Just so I know if you can. And then we shall get started in 1 minute's time. Perfect. Tom Hardy wins. Is that true, Gerard? No. See? Okay, so we're going to get started 30 seconds time, okay? So 30 seconds time till we get started. And we go in. So the key thing on this is, remember, we're holding that position to start. So you want your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to be holding a squat to start. Feet shoulder width apart. Dig the heels in the floor. Bum back, shoulders back. So what this looks like from the side is here. So I want to be stiff in this position, bum back. And I'm going to come down like I'm sitting on a chair. And if you struggle with this position, I would actually get a chair and sit on it. Like almost just hover above it. Go down as deep as you feel comfortable with and set in that position. Okay? So we go in from here. This position, we're holding. Okay? So we're just holding the squat from here. Just in that position. Heels digging the floor. And the reason we're doing this, like I said, really get a feel for the position you're in. Bum back, chest high, shoulders back. Because after 1 minute, we're then going to go up and down. And you're going to stay in this position in terms of your posture. Chest up. So by chest up, your stomach muscles are working. By digging your heels into the floor, your legs are working. Okay? So heels into the floor. Chest up. And while we're doing this, I had a question that was asked, how do I get motivated to work out from home? And this is a very difficult one. And I think it's because sometimes there's a tendency to focus on what we have to do, aka I have to get in a certain room, there's people around, it's kind of annoying, right? There's things everywhere, you've got to tidy up. I get that. But actually, when you consider what the alternative is, not working out, beating yourself up for that is sometimes more exhausting than actually just doing it. And sometimes you've got to put it on someone else. I know it sounds really negative, but when you ask the question as who else does that behaviour impact, it becomes like real. For example, when I work out, I become someone with more patience, I'm better to be around, I'm in a better mood. Who does that impact? Then you can say their names, like family members, friends. Like who does that impact? Your work, etc. Whatever it is, your mood, your state, how you respond to things. Then it becomes like, oh, aha, yeah. Already I've got 1 point. Now Caroline, one of the ladies in our programme, we're still holding the squat. She's on our 28-day home workout programme. She said yesterday, she wrote a really good bit about, she's made a space and she just set it up for workouts and left it there. The more convenient you can make it, that's why convenience food is so tasty and moreish and nice, it's easy to eat, out, pack it, done. Okay, now we go squatting up and down. If your legs are still working, that is. So digging the heels into the floor. So notice where we've been holding, keep that position the same. So you're keeping that position the same, however, the only difference is you're just hovering up and down. And notice how I'm never straightening my legs. Bum back and I'm just pulsing up and down, okay? Bum right back, dig your heels in the floor, lift the big toes up. And imagine you're headbutting the ceiling. So my hands in front of my face, and when we come forward there, I'm just pulsing up and down. So I'm in there, up and down. Little movement, up and down in there. Let's go. 10 seconds here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this time we're going into hip thrusts, okay? So a hip thrust. You need a bit of space on the floor for this. You're going to come down to the floor, dig the heels in the floor, lift the bum in the air. Here's what it looks like. And you're going to hold in this position, okay? So you're here, heels in the floor, lift the bum up as high as you can, squeeze the glutes in together. So really have that tension in the glutes. You're just going to hold here, okay? While you're holding, if you want to increase the tension, lift your big toes up, dig the heels in the floor, bring your heels closer to your bum if you want to add more tension. Want to add even more, lift your bum even higher. And just focus on squeezing. Again, it's a really good one if you want to take a bit of pressure off your knees to an extent, rather than kind of moving all the time and jumping up and down. You're getting tension in the glutes, which will support your lower back. This will work your stomach muscles as well. So you're getting more out of it than you kind of think. And you might think, you know what, this isn't really doing anything. You keep holding it and you think with your mind. The more you think about the muscle, the more you'll get out of it. And we go, and now we're going to go up and down. So again, we've got that tension now, nice and slow, okay? You want to keep it slow rather than fast, because the faster you go, the more likely you are to just to come out of an angle, and you might pull something, hit something. But remember, the key here is actually staying fit and healthy. If you stay fit and healthy, you can actually exercise more. That'll have a better effect long term than going all in on week 1 and then going, oh, I'm absolutely screwed. So we're coming up nice and slow on here. Straight up and down. In on here. Let's go. Nice and strong. Squeezing the glutes at that top. Let's go. 5 seconds. 4, 4, 4, 3, 2. You need to check your Wi-Fi. 1. And down. Okay. Next round. So we need to be on our knees for this, or you can come to the wall or a sofa arm. So if you're on the sofa or the wall, one leg up straight and hold. So you're just holding here, okay? If you're on the floor, almost like a donkey kick, leg in the air. So imagine you're getting your heel to the ceiling. So you want to get it as high as you can here. We're going to do 30-second hold on each leg. And really make sure, toe down, heel up, squeeze. And really get to that top. And I can't stress enough at the moment to look for routine amongst this chaos right now. So something that we're doing at the moment is we're trying to make sure that we go out for like an hour, half an hour, be it around like the field or just local little walk, take the kids out. And when I structure that into my day, I have a lot more kind of balance and routine, I get stuff done quicker rather than going, just putting out fires all day. I know that that's my break, otherwise I will literally work all day. As I do love it, but it's important for my energy, for my sanity, and also that you don't just get stuck in four walls. Okay, we're going to change from here. Now, I also put a post in our private members area earlier. So this is for the ladies who are on our program, who are just going through all our live workouts, yoga, stretch, box, whatever you want to call it, meditations. And I said, what's the most positive thing about this situation right now? And I'm not saying it's positive, I'm just saying what is the most positive thing. And you got a lot of kind of really good feelings from it. So it was like, I'm able to do my gardening. I'm able to kind of stop, slow down and notice what I'm actually doing. Get control of my comfort eating and my snacking. Plan my meals, work out more. Spend more time with my family. Eat meals. And for me it was like I'm able to actually go for a walk on a Monday with family. Like when I can't tell you the last time I actually did that. I'm able to read this book. I'm able to learn French. That was one of the ladies. So there are some positives if you look for them. And whether you say, yeah, that's not positive or not, but just looking for them will make you feel better. And then doing one of them. Okay, so we're going to go back to the other leg. This time we're going to go up and down. So we've got that technique. This time we go up and down. So just small little movements up and down, okay? There. So short, sharp, little pressure on the joints. So this is why it's such a powerful thing to do. You're working the muscle, but not kind of jumping up and down, putting too much tension on the joints or anything like that. Staying fit, staying healthy, nice and strong. Get the heel nice and high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we come to the other side. Whilst we're there, I got asked another question today, which was about intermittent fasting. Like, is fasting the best way to go? And just know that fasting works because it creates a calorie deficit, okay? So, for example, if I don't have breakfast one day, I end up eating fewer calories. Now, this suits a lot of people because when they eat breakfast, they sometimes get hungrier. It sometimes means that there's more of a chance to overeat. If you're like me, from an Italian background, I like big meals. I like to feel really full up. Now, the issue with this is every time I eat, I sit down and I kind of make a meal out of it. Now, if I have fewer meals, I feel full up, satisfied, and actually controls my hunger better. So you've got to do what fits you, because for some people, if they skip breakfast, they're starving mid-morning, and they're hunting around, picking stuff, and when there's a tendency to graze, that can be the issue. That's where making a rule can be helpful. For example, writing a little note to yourself in the morning, today I will have 1 chocolate bar at 2 p.m, done. You've given yourself permission to have it, so you're not going to go, I will never have chocolate again. And you've structured it in, that's peace. Rather than say, oh, I'm never going to eat chocolate and then eat it and then feel rubbish. And we're still doing glute raises. Sorry, I forgot. So this time, we come back up. We're going to bring our feet together this time. So it's a different type of squat. This type of squat works the outer part of the thigh and hits the glutes. So we're going to come down, dig the heels in the floor, lift the big toes, shoulders back, chest high. Dig the heels into the floor. Because just remember, if you're having like cravings, there's many reasons why here, okay? So you've got the physiological side. The physiological side of cravings is nutrients. Are you getting the nutrients that your body wants? Because you're going to be hungry if you're not. If you're not getting enough water, very simple, you might be hungrier. If you're not getting enough protein, meat, eggs, dairy, beans, legumes, soy, tofu, you're probably going to be hungrier. If you're not eating enough vegetables, you're not getting enough fibre. Fibre helps bulk up meals. So with your eyes, when you look at your plate, you're like, oh, I am eating quite a lot. So making sure with the squat, down through the heels, lift the big toes, shoulders back, chest high. With protein, when you eat protein, it has an impact on your hormones that tell you if you're hungry or not quicker than any other nutrient. So you know you're going to tell your body that you've had enough. Plus you have to get protein from the diet because a lot of proteins your body cannot make itself. So no matter what a Netflix documentary says, that's just fact. So we come down, let's go, nice and strong. And if you're feeling fuller, you're less likely to snack. So that's the physiological side. Then you've got the psychological side. Okay, now we're going to come up and down. The psychological side can be boredom, stress, worry, fear, and all these things are very real at the moment. This is why more than ever it's important to 1, get some routine like I said. 2, do something for you every day. That's why I asked the question, what's positive about right now? What do you get the opportunity to do that you wouldn't have done before? Meditation, this is something that I used to go, no, not for me, but now we've actually got Caroline from Calm Quiet Space. She does meditations for us. For example, tonight at 8 PM in our private group, she's done a meditation for us. Tomorrow we've got another live meditation. And we sit down and she's going to go through that with us and take us for a moment just to be still and actually just slow down and feel our feelings, if you like, rather than fight them. Because let's be honest, the stress, the worry, the fear, is it the thing or is it your thoughts about the thing? A lot of it is your thoughts about the thing. The only thing you can control are your actions. And actions will dictate how you feel. And how you feel, well, there's nothing more important than that. Let's go. Chest nice and high. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Your legs might be on fire. From here, we've got one last little finisher now. So we're just going to march on the spot. Nice and easy. Then what you're going to do, this is a perfect way to still get your heart rate up, work your lungs a little bit, work your cardiovascular system, burn some more calories, get the body burning fat as energy, burning sugar up, whatever you want to call it, without putting too much tension on your knees and your joints, because that's one of the main areas, arthritis, etc. So what we do with this is on the mark, every 10 seconds, we're going to let our legs stay still. Then you're going to imagine that you're running, but just with your upper body. It looks really easy, but what I want you to do with your mind is squeeze every muscle. Your stomach muscles, you're twisting a bit. Don't go all out, take it slowly, go at your level, and we go in. Let's go. So we go straight in from here. Just go in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just go at your level. And in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we go back to marching. We're just going to repeat that 2 more times. And I promise I will be quiet. Let's go, nice and strong. So in from here. And your heart rate might go higher than you thought it would. And we go in again. Let's go. Fast you can on here. 10 seconds here. Nice and strong. So you'll notice that your stomach muscles really have to work because that keeps your body still because your legs aren't working. Let's go. Nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in again. Marching in. We got one more time. And then we're there. Little stretch. Job done. 3, 2, 1. And in. Let's get nice and strong. Fast in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. Recover. From here, just let the arms kind of flap around a bit. How often do you do this? It's a nice feeling. So just let the arms flap around a bit. Once you've done this, by the way, just let me know if you've done it by writing done in the comments. And let me know how you got on with it. Did you find it easy? Did you find it hard? What you want to see, what you need help with at the moment. I'll see if I can help in any way. And then from here, interlock the fingers behind the back. Shoulders come back, take a deep breath in. And out slow. And again, deep breath in. And out slow. From here, just one arm comes across. Feel that stretch in the side in there. Hold this for 3 seconds. 2, 1, out, over to the other side. 3, 2, 1, and out. Job done. So that's day 6. We've got one more day tomorrow, which means day 7 is tomorrow. And we will go again in from there. So, hope you found that helpful. Let me know. Focus on the good. Yes, Richard. That's true. Hi, Helen. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Kim. So, let me know how you found that. Write done once you've done it. Let me know how you found it. Any questions, do let me know. Have a lovely evening. And we shall go from... Whoa. Forgot about me, ouch. So, we'll go from there. So, any questions, do let me know. Stay positive, stay safe. Any questions, do let me know. And we shall go from there. It's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Youch. Goodbye from Gerard. See you later. Ventriloquist. Take care. Speak soon.